Hello, everybody. My guest today is Atul Poharkar. He is the founder and CEO of Plobal.ai. In 2016, he realized that even though mobile apps were the default future, the technology was limited to just the bigger players. That's when Plobal was born. He and his team built a platform for developing mobile apps and setting up the mobile commerce success journey for businesses without compromising on any tech abilities. Okay, Atul, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yep.
All right. So what does the company do? And is it a pure play SaaS model?
Yes. So it's a pure play SaaS model. Essentially, when we started out, we were just an app building company. Over a period of time, what we've realized, the bigger problem that businesses have is not building the mobile app, but actually what happens next, right? So how to actually drive installs, how to drive engagement, and essentially scale revenues, right? So what we've done is we built a platform which actually builds your app in as less as 5 minutes. And then we've built tools and automation which helps you through the entire mobile commerce journey in terms of getting installs, sending out push notifications, and then optimizing revenues.
So is that like a dumb marketer like me? Instead of bugging my development team, I can go drag and drop together my own app and use you to push it out?
Right. So that's the phase one.
And did you just call all your customers dumb marketers?
No. So the whole idea is that they're non-tech people, right? So
yeah, that's a better way. That's a better way to say it. Non-tech people. And what do they pay you on average per month for this?
So we start anywhere from $99 going up to $1,299.
Okay. What would you say an average is? Like $100 a month?
Around $210 a month. That's our
very specific. When did you found the company? What year?
2016.
2016. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Around 2 years.
And what have you scaled to today? How many customers?
So we've got around 260 customers.
260?
260 paid customers. Yeah.
That's great. I mean, so I can multiply that times the 210 you just gave me. You're doing about $54,000 a month?
We're doing around 54,000 a month. Yeah.
That's
awesome.
That's
our pure SaaS model. Yeah.
Congrats. And what's growth rate look like? So a year ago today, what were you at?
We were doing around, I think, $9,000 in MRR.
Oh, great. Well, obviously growth is easy going from, $1 to $5, but still everyone has to start at zero and you have some healthy growth. Where are you getting all these customers? How are you signing them up?
So we basically are the top rated app on the Shopify App Store, so we integrate with Shopify. They are our largest partners. So majority of our customers come directly from the Shopify App Store. And then we've got a lot of inbound channels. We rank number one on Google for Shopify mobile app. We've got a healthy amount of core and content marketing going on. So most of the growth has been purely inbound.
Is Shopify going to acquire you?
Hopefully, let's see.
Have you raised capital or bootstrapped?
So we've raised our friends and family to actually build the product since it's an intense product. It's actually like Shopify for mobile apps, right? So the development team has to be quite substantial for this.
So how much have you raised total?
We raised around 500K.
Okay, so not a ton, but enough to get you guys going. What's the team size look like today?
We are around 24 people.
And where's everyone based?
We are based out of India, all of us. We have an inside sales team.
I'll tell you what, you know what? I am starting to fall in love with India, and I've never been to India because I'm meeting so many founders from India who are just crushing it. And they're friendlier than people in the United States. They're usually smarter. They move quicker. What's happening in India?
So I think one thing is that SaaS has really picked up very well in India, right? A lot of people have actually figured out how to solve SaaS and B2B. Also, you just get a ton of great talent at very affordable costs in India, right? That's why a lot of companies are moving their tech centers to India.
Yeah, I mean, let's call that what it is. It's cheap labor that's really freaking smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's something that I think we've been building world-class products out of India, which people do not realize, right? Like we will be using a ton of products based out of India without having a clue about it.
First year, what do you pay? If you're going to hire a developer today, from India, what would you pay them first year?
In dollars?
Yeah.
Around $1,000 a month.
Wow, that's amazing. And that's like a junior kind of talent level, or they're pretty good?
Mid-level, I would say.
Mid-level.
A junior would be around $500 a month.
And senior would be what, $2,000 a month?
$2,000 to $3,000 a month. Yeah.
That's obviously still really great. That's great. So you've raised $500,000. You've got 210 customers, $54,000 a month, up from $9,000 a year ago. Are you cash flow positive today?
Yes, we are cash flow positive.
That's great. So
We've been profitable since April.
That's great. Are you looking at raising another round of capital or no?
No, we've not raised capital. We raised capital just to build the product. After that, we've been funding ourselves majorly.
And you want to stay bootstrapped, no need to raise capital, scale faster?
So I think we are generating enough cash flows to actually drive growth. So I don't think at this stage we need the capital to actually boost growth.
That's great. Of the 54 grand you're making each month, I mean, do you mind asking how much of that goes right to the bottom line? Are you talking like 10 grand, 20 grand?
Around 20 grand.
That's amazing. That's really great. And so when you choose to then reinvest that, I mean, does that just kind of sit in the bank to create a cushion for you? What do you do with it?
Right. So the initial months, we created a safety net. So we needed some amount of salaries to be there in case some things go wrong. What we're focusing now is we are looking at paid channels to figure out if that can boost growth for us.
Interesting. That's great. Now, building a SaaS company, obviously churn is critical. What's your churn today?
Right. We were around 5.5%.
That's a revenue churn or a logo churn?
That's logo churn.
Per month or per year?
Per month.
Okay, okay, got it. So call it maybe 65% per year.
Right.
What is it? Is it about the same amount in terms of revenue churn?
Yeah, around 5% in terms of revenue churn.
Okay, so about 60%. So that's pretty high. How do you get that down?
Right. So we've actually been moving up market. So what we realized is when we started, we were selling apps at $29 and we were selling to businesses which were just starting out. Over a period of time, we've actually been now working with businesses who understand the importance of a mobile app and can actually have an entire team working on it. Right. So one of the metrics that we track is how much sales have happened through our mobile apps, and we've crossed over $10 million in sales just from the platform itself.
Total or per month?
Total.
Do you take a cut of that?
No, we don't.
You should. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Who knows? SaaS model is probably better, and people will probably hate you if you ask for a percentage. So to get a new customer that's paying you, call it 200 or 210 bucks per month, what are you spending on customer acquisition, fully weighted?
We are actually not spending on anything. Our SEO channels have been there before we even launched the product. So we get 50% of our traffic comes from the Shopify App Store, 40% comes from our SEO keywords, and then 10% comes from Quora and other activities.
Quora, you mean organic posts on Quora or paid?
Yes, organic posts.
How many people on your team are dedicated to like the SEO, the content marketing, Quora, etc.?
So we have a marketing team of 2 people right now who take care of everything.
So really 2 people are driving your customer growth, 2 full-time salaries.
Yeah.
That's great. That's good. Let me see. I mean, any plans to experiment with more direct kind of paid spend for acquisition or no?
Yes, we actually just hired someone to look at paid marketing and figure out how paid channels would work. Another thing that we want to focus on is figure out if influencers and social media could actually play a big role in this.
And how would you see that happening?
So majority of our customers are e-commerce merchants, right? And they're super active on Instagram. So we want to kind of do this brand building activity where we share about success stories about our customers, the kind of features that we are building, and just tell more about the company.
Yeah, you want like, if someone wants to be like Kim Kardashian and have their own Kimoji app, you want them to use you to build their Kimoji thing. Yeah. And
we want everyone to use our platform to build their apps.
Yeah, well, my butt cannot compete with Kim Kardashian, so I'm not going to build the application, but maybe somebody else can. Okay, I love this. What a cool story. Very good. Let's wrap up here, Atul, with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
So when I started, it was the Lean Startup. Then when we were actually developing, it was Hard Thing About Hard Things. Now it's The 4 by Scott Galloway. And just starting.
What's the one? Oh, The 4 by Scott Galloway?
Yeah. I really love that.
And what you said now is what?
I'm just starting High Output Management.
These are all great books. Very good. How frequently do you read? Like once a month, once a year?
Once a month. Yeah.
Once a month, a new book.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Number 2, name an under the radar CEO in your city that you really respect.
In my city would be Paras. He's the founder of Mingify.
Of what?
Which is Mingify, which is a A/B testing company.
Oh, VWO?
VWO, yeah.
Yeah. They were just on the show doing really, really well.
Yeah, so I really appreciate what they've built, and the kind of growth that they've had completely bootstrapped is just amazing.
Yep. Yeah, they've had really great growth. Number 3, what tool do you use for billing?
So we actually work with the Shopify billing API. So billing is handled by Shopify completely for us.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Do they take a cut of revenues?
Yeah.
How much?
20%.
Of your 210 bucks per month average customer?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, maybe not a bummer, because they'll see you growing and then.
Yeah, so they handle billing. They even handle they act as an acquisition channel as well, right? So
Yeah.
you're not spending any marketing dollars.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay,
Yeah.
number 4. How many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Around 5, I think.
Okay, and what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Single, no kids.
No kids. And how old are you?
I'm 33 now.
33. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
About automation, because we've just realized that you could just automate so much stuff and it just works so much better.
Plobal apps, helping you guys build Shopify apps for mobile much, much faster. Launched in 2016, now serving 260 customers at $210 a month. That's 54 grand per month today in monthly recurring revenue, up from 9 grand a month just a year ago. Number 1 growth channel, SEO keywords, number 1 for Shopify mobile app and the Shopify app exchange. They are profitable, about 20 grand per month going to the bottom line. They've only raised 500 grand, team of 24 in India, 60% revenue churn per year. He's working on driving that down. Again, no really CAC yet. It's all SEO and content marketing for these key terms and Shopify's app exchange. Okay, very good. Atul, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you so much, Nathan. Pleasure talking to you.